Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Buffalo and Houston, two up-and-comers in the AFC, and you may remember they met in the wild card round a season ago. That game most likely to be remembered for the Deshaun Watson play where he spun away from the two defenders before finding Tywan Jones for a big play late. And that game went into overtime, tied at 19, before Kaimi Fairbairn won it with a field goal in the extra session. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man, complete. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 78 yards, and the Texans have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Breaks a tackle. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. He'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bills' 44-yard line.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front.
For the extra point.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 50, it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
After the interception, here's Watson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Houston.
Now Balaj. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. From the gun, Watson flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. His 1st catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and goal, Houston.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for... That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Allen to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. And again, it's Allen. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Flush to his right. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Caught left side by Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 46-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air yet again, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Houston.
Again, it's Watson. eluding the pressure right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Watson on first down. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now this throw caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good.
This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Lining up for the extra point.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Intended for Cole Beasley.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Allen's throw is complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Complete.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
7-yard line.
Watson now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Watson's pass.
7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Watson on 3rd down. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit it. There's the penalty.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Again, it's Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Touchdown, Houston. Kalen Ballage, 30 yards. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Texans 45, Bills 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early, so that'll back them up 5. Allen gonna throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And goal to go.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Hard to forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Bills' 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Toward the pylon, caught. That pass play good for 7. But it still brings up a 4th and goal.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Texans 52, Bills 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's
back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
complete to Jordan.
A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Quick throw completed by Watson. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Houston.
Kalen Ballage. saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Allen. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 59 yards. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Texans 59.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
2nd and goal at the Bills' 6-yard line.
They run it with Ballislife. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop. And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th. And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there. Here's a run with Ballislife. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.